morning, everybody. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. And as always, please practice according to your condition and comfort level. So, on that note, let's begin. Sit up tall and supreme. Close the eyes. Bring the attention inward. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything you need is already within. Let's begin with the sound of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you're becoming one with all beings. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And in God you will live hereafter. Of this there is no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering, and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we acquire a strong desire for liberation from pain and suffering, and may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So now do the mantra for purification, to purify the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. If you know it, of course, you can chant it along. If not, just imagine you're singing it, you're chanting through the voice of the Guru, and you derive all those benefits of purification. Om pavitraha pavitra va sawa vashtanga topi va yaha smarit pandrikaksham sabhaya bihantraha sachihi. Next. So let's do color breathing. So in this, you're just imagining. If you imagine Om as a combination, as the collection of all the sounds and colors and tones of the universe, you can imagine breaking down the Om into individual parts. So if you start concentrating on different areas of the body and bringing an intention of healing to those areas, we have the added benefit of also bringing a healing effect to those areas, whether it's in yourself, whether it's in others. So we're going to chant the sound that's associated with that in order to stimulate those areas, in order to promote the sense of healing. As well is also a way to augment our aura, which is our protection against negative effects, negative attack sets that are directed to us, either intentionally or unintentionally. So now I'd like you to just picture the lower 3 energy centers, the lower part of the body. Look from the roots up to about the navel. The color is red. Picture the color red in that area. And the sound is ah. So you just allow the sound to be carried on to along the exhale. So let's begin. Inhale. Ah. Go up to the navel, not to the navel, sorry, the heart, and the heart, the color associated with the heart is green. So through this, let's just try to promote healing, mental and emotional healing. Inhale, the sound is you. You. base of the throat now. The sound is blue. Also think about all the words come out of the throat. May they always be ones of loving kindness and compassion. Sound is so. Inhale. So. Go to the space between the eyebrows. Bring your attention right there. And this is also co-located with the pituitary gland, which helps to bring as like the hub of the endocrine system. So just bringing health to that area. And also we're stimulating with the sound of sun. So the N sound produces vibrations. Imagine those vibrations help to dislodge all the toxins that are residing wherever they are in the body, out in the bloodstream and out of the body eventually. The color is indigo. Inhale. Sun. Attention to the crown. The color is violet. The sound is sum, S-U-M. Again, the M part of the sound produces vibrations, and these help to sharpen the mind, produces mind clarity and sharpness. Inhale, violet. Sum. Take a moment to just notice any shifts in the mental, physical, or emotional state. And let's begin the practice, or continue the practice. So start with your feet about 12 inches apart. Start off by charging up the body with the earth's energy. Bring your arms up. The palms facing in. On the in-breath, draw the earth's energy right up to the fingertips. Imagine all the energy rising up through the body. Holding all the fingertips, hold the breath. There. Exhale all the way back down. Watch the breath moving back down. Inhale again. Use your visualization skills to draw the earth's energy right up to the fingertips. Holding all the fingertips, hold the breath, keep the attention there to keep the energy there. Exhale all the way back down. Feel as though the earth's charge of flushing all the way down through the body. And last time, inhale, pull the energy right up to the fingertips. Holding all the attention, breath, and the energy at the fingertips. Exhale all the way back down. Feel as though the body were fully charged now. Bring your arms down now. So let's continue with the exercises to help promote even more release of the impurities through generation of heat. So do the exercises with enthusiasm and energy, and do the breathing with vigor. Inhale, sweep the arms up, down, up, down. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Inhale straight up, exhale, pull the arms down. Now inhale forward in front of the chest, exhale, pull in. Fingertips are height of the shoulders. Swing the arms back and forth. So you can get the arms behind the ears. Good. Now bring the arms in front, the palms facing one another, and see if you can circle the arms in opposite directions. Come back to the center, other direction. Good. Now bring your arms up over the head, inhale. Exhale, throw the body down. One more. Slow body, hang out there for a moment, stop shaking. And then roll your way back up. Next one, coming into a squat. Just go as far as you can. Don't just go according to the condition of your knees. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, pull down. And right up, back up. Take hold of the opposite elbows and twist from side to side. As you twist, as you complete the twist on each side, exhale. The inhale happens just automatically through the center. And release. Now from here again, incorporating a squat, 4 movements in this sequence. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, down. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, swing the arms down. Continue. Arms out in front of the body. Inhale, circle around to the front. Exhale, pull in and punch right back out. Feel as though the arms were spring-loaded. Now drop the arms by the sides of the body. Same thing, but you're going a circle and a quarter. Inhale all the way to the front. Exhale, pull in and drop the arms back down. Take the feet a little bit further away from one another. From here, left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, bend to the left. Release. Same movement, but the breathing's a little bit different. Inhale, left arm up. Go to the right. Go a little bit deeper to stretch if you can. Exhale, return. Inhale, right arm up. Go to the left. And return. Continue. Inhale, reach up. Hold. See if you can go a little bit deeper. Try not to make folds in the right side of the body. And return on the exhale. Right arm up. Press the hips and the ribs out towards the right as you bend to the left. Exhale, return. Imagine all beings feeling this, experiencing this through your body. How you're feeling to an extent affecting everyone. Or try to imagine that that's happening. And then in that way we practice with mindfulness, offering the best benefits to all beings. what you give is the right balance, the perfect balance of effort, of strength, of determination, but at the same time, mindfulness, softness, surrender. One more on each side. Return. Come on to the hands and knees. So really working the firing up the core muscles here. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Then push the belly button and up towards, as we're trying to throw it up through the lower back. Exhale. Inhale, same with the heart, push it forward and down. Exhale, pull it right up between the shoulder blades. Inhale. Exhale. Round your back. Inhale, stretch the belly skin. Exhale, stretch the back skin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push the chest forward away from the seat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Try to lengthen lower back. Try not to make any jam up the back of the neck either. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to neutral. Bring the right leg up. And then swing it out to the right. So on the inhales, throw the leg up there. Exhale. Swing out to the right. Try to get your foot beyond the shoulder. Swing the leg as far forward as possible. And then on the other side, left leg comes up, and inhale. Swing it out to the right, left on the exhale. Bring your head back as well. Try to look like you're about to kick yourself in the head from behind. Onto the belly. Anchor down through the lower body from the hips all the way down to the thighs and the tops of the feet. Bring the forehead on top of your hands. On the inhale, lift your chest, bring the elbows way up to the side. Exhale, come down, slide the elbows across the mother until they touch. Inhale. Exhale, slide the arms the opposite way so the other elbow comes in front. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale, pull the head forward again, back the neck long. Exhale. Inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then just allow your hands to stack on top of one another, forehead on the hands. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax. Now arms stretch out in front. So options, inhale, raise the legs and the arms up. Engage your buttocks and the upper back. Exhale, come down. Alternatively, so you can throw your legs up, and when the legs come down, the hips and the belly, the chest pressed down. Then this will give you a momentum perhaps. If you press down, the body, upper body comes up, so it looks like this. Continue with me, whichever variation you like. Again. Inhale. Exhale. Now, come all the way back into child's pose. We're going to seat all the way back behind the heels. Inhale, come up into high cat. Exhale, cobra, chest forward, just in your hands. Inhale, back up into high cat. Exhale, all the way back, seat behind the heels. Inhale, up. Exhale, forward. Back up on the inhale. Exhale, all the way back. Inhale, heart presses up between shoulder blades. Exhale, forward. Again, up and back. Flattening, lengthen the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Try imagining you see right through your body, right at the spine. Inhale. Exhale, try to make it so there's no kinks forming in the spine anywhere along that curve. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, so moving away. They'll provide a gradual lengthening. And forward. Inhale. And arching or rounding depending on the movement. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And then up. Forward. Up. And back. Up. Forward. Up. And back. Watch the body moving ever so gracefully in your mind. Up. What you see in your mind, try to realize with your body. Forward. Up. And back. For the last time. Up. And forward. Shoulders back. Up. And back. Rest in child's pose again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften everything. Next one, we're going to either slide or make our way into cobra in a way that's more appropriate for us. So if you're sliding, just let the belly slide down the mat. On the inhale, coming up, hold the pose. Top of the inhale. Exhale all the way back. Alternatively, inhale, you can come up into baby plank, drop the hips to your hands, just as we did before, sort of shoulders back, head back. Exhale all the way back. So now just continue with the entry of your choice. Inhale. Uncoil. Bring the head all the way up and back. And back on the exhale. Inhale. If you're gliding forward, pull the arms. Imagine pulling the floor towards you. This will help you to propel yourself forward with more power and ease. And back. Exhale. Inhale, swim forward, feel like a snake creeping through the grass. Come up looking at the pier out at the world. And back. Inhale. And back. Try to imitate the serpent. Copy 3 times. Blessed are those who can copy the teacher physically, mentally, and spiritually. So in any given form, think of that as your guru. Inhale. And by spiritually means trying to find how God manifests in that form and back. Inhale. Embody the wisdom and the regalness of the serpent. And back. Inhale. If you want, you can try to bring your feet up towards your head. Come onto your fingertips. See if you can bring your feet closer to the head. And back. Inhale. Rise up. Feels like you're holding socks behind your knees. Point your toes. And back. So you have to work your legs a little bit. Inhale. Get as much height as you can. Open up the throat and the chest, shoulders back. And exhale back. Inhale. And back. Inhale. On hold, everything stops. All activity of the mind, the body freezes, even the emotions still. And back. One more. Inhale. Hold the pose. And back. Rest in child's pose. Inhale. Exhale. Relax. So let's come forward and flip onto your back. Arms up over the head. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, come into a tuck. Shoulders to the knees, chin to the knees. Inhale, or forehead to knees. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Perhaps as your knees to your head, your chin to the knees. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze in tight. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Stretch out long. Exhale. Squeeze tight again like a ball. Inhale. Exhale. Continue this move, but the breathing's different. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath. Come into tuck. Use the elbows to squeeze the thighs in towards another. Peel your shoulders up off the mat. Allow them to meet the knees. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch again. Come into the tuck, hold the breath. Bring your hands above your knees. Bring your forehead to the hands. And bring your chin to the knees or over top of the knees. Exhale, release. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, pull in. Feels though all the muscles are trying to make their way to the middle point of the body. Release, exhale. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath, tuck. Again, exhale. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath. Again, imagine you're fully frozen in time. Space in every way. Exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath. Tuck. Everything stops. Release. Inhale. Pull in and tuck. Release. Last time, inhale, stretch. And tuck. Hold the breath. And release. Just stay in, resting for 10 seconds. Breathe in slowly. Exhale slowly. Feel all the tension leave in the body. Feel as though you're fainting. Relax everything. Now bring your arms over the head, and then see if you can swing your legs over your head. For Halasana, your feet come behind your head, and then roll all the way down when the feet touch down. So you can lift yourself up to seated and pull yourself down over your legs. Uttanasana, come all the way back down. Do you need to? Having trouble coming up, just you don't have to put your feet down or down. Just use momentum of the legs coming down to pull yourself up to seated. Do again according to your condition. If you can, however, keep your legs straight. Use your core to pull yourself up as opposed to momentum. I'm trying to come down smoothly, no big hard landings of the body as it comes down. Keep your legs straight. Watch the body moving at a nice, constant, even speed. No jerky movements, no aggressive hard movements. Nothing to jar the witness who's watching. And let's do one more. Next time you go back on your back, again bring your legs over your head and plow pose. Get ready to stand. So bend your knees as your legs come down. Press your feet down and come to standing. Okay, so now we're going to make our way to the front of the mat. Great. So stand at the top of the mat. Close the eyes. Pronounce all the fruits of the practice. Turn your intentions to delivering the benefits to all beings, and to just trying again to find God, find divinity in every form. So move together as one, or imagine we're all moving together as one like a school of fish. Raise your arms up over the head, stretch, reach over the head, pull down into forward fold. Uttanasana, chest on the thighs, head down. Right foot back into lunge. Sink down to the seat, lift the chest. Come into high plank. Lower down knees, chest, forehead to the ground. Pull your body through into your cobra. Bring the head back, the shoulders back. Roll over your toes, all-encompassing. Melt the heart here, bring the forehead towards the ground. Right foot steps forward into a lunge. If those the foot, bring your knee down first. If your foot doesn't make it all the way, just use your right hand to step the foot forward. And feet come together, chest on the thighs, head down. Come right to standing, stretch, fund the body. Come back home, Pranamasana. Always coming back to source, the source of divine love. Reach the arms up over the head. Go down. Don't worry about the breath, just move the body in a way that feels natural. Left foot back to keep the breath steady and even. Into high plank. Lower down. The breath will figure it out and deliver fluidity and ease of movement into the cobra. Roll over your toes, all-encompassing, sink the heart. Left foot steps forward. Feet come together, bow to the legs, a gesture of humbleness. Come all the way up, open yourself up to divine grace. Hands back to the heart. Reach up, tap into the consciousness of the movements, whether it's opening up and surrendering, closing in, and expressing humbleness and humility. Come into high plank. Lower down, Ashtanga Namaskara. Come forward into the cobra. Adho Mukha Savasana. Lift the seat up and back. Right foot forward. Try to make all the transitions seamless, fluid, like you're doing a dance. Reach up over the head, hands back to the heart. And again, create space. Approach your true nature, which is formless, which is infinite. Pull the body down, left foot back, into plank. Down we go. Life work. Keep imagining you're the witness, watching the body moving all by itself, watching your reactions, the emotional and the mental reactions. Left foot forward, feet together. Come all the way up. Hands back to the heart. And up again. Fold down. Adding on. Bring the chest onto your thighs. Join the hands, extend through the crown. Push the body back into your legs. Straighten the legs perhaps a little bit more. And then bring your arms over the head. Lift the seat. Feel the stretch in the backs of the legs. And then bring the hands down, right foot back. Lower the knee down, sink through the seat. Pull the arms up over the head, arch back, stretch the body, telescope the body down the hips. And then bring the hands back down. Press into your hands, swing the left leg up, Ekapada Adho Mukha Savasana. Come forward to a high plank if you can. Lower down your chest first. Bring the elbows close to the body. If you need to, of course, you can bring your knee down at the same time as the chest comes down. Try to control the movement so it's smooth and strong. Into up cobra, back into downward facing dog. Raise your right leg up. Bring the shoulders forward over the fingertips so you can land the foot quietly between your hands, not a big thud. Lower the seat down, bring the arms over the head, arch back. Pull the body away from the front leg. And bring your hands back down. Left foot meets the right. The chest on your thighs again, join the hands. And pull down, bow like you're bowing. Release your arms, come all the way over the head. Hands back to the heart. Every movement reflecting devotion of the utmost extent. Love. Surrender. Chest on the thighs, join the hands, extend through the crown. Again, Uttanasana, dive the head down, try to bring the top of the head towards the feet. And then bring the hands down, left foot back. Lower the knee down, raise your arms over the head again. Form the shape of a crescent moon. Arch back. And bring the hands back, down. Swing the right leg up, Ekapada Adho Mukha Savasana. Come forward into high plank. Lower down, elbows close to the body to support the body as it comes down. Right through into cobra, back into Adho Mukha Savasana. Raise the left leg up. Again, bring the shoulders forward so that you can land the foot quietly. Lower the seat. Raise your arms over the head, arch back. Hands down. Bring the feet back together, chest on the thighs. Extend head forward and push the body into your legs. Bring the hands forward in front of the head. And release, come all the way up. Hips forward, arch back as you see fit. Hands to the heart. So a few more, reach the arms up. Different variation this time. Pull the body down, over your legs again, fold the body in half. Lift the head and chest, press into your hands, and then bring your feet back, hopping or walking. Bend your elbows, come down so you land softly. Through into upward facing dog if you can. If it's too much, just keep your hips on the ground, but just try to bring your chest forward, your thighs and your hips up off the ground, your knees up off the ground. Feel like a dog or look like a dog, howling at the moon. You can pulse a little bit, try to get your shoulders back, hips a little bit further forward. Roll over your toes, Adho Mukha Savasana. Here, move a little bit, move the chest so it comes towards the ground, the shoulders as well. Try to keep your arms straight and a nice steep curve behind your head all the way to the seat. Like a dog stretching its back, and just demonstrate the loyalty of the dog to its master through your pose. Now lift the heels, bend the knees to the hands. Bring your feet forward softly between your hands, hopping or walking. Pull the body in onto your legs. Come all the way up. Bring the hands back to the heart. Reach up one last time. Half the Uttanasana, fold the body down. Inhale, head and chest left. And then come back into Chaturanga. Through to upward facing dog. Roll over your toes, immediately back into downward facing dog. So just try to move through between the two poses. Round your back as you come forward. Uncoil to upward facing dog. Round your back again. Tuck the tail. Tuck the chin in. And then melt the heart. Sink it towards the ground. One more time. Roll over your toes. Shoulders come forward. And then back. Go upward facing dog. And rounding, reversing back into downward facing dog. Now lift the heels, bend the knees, lift between your hands. Bring your feet forward again, softly hopping or walking. Pull the body down onto your legs. And this time, last time, come up, Hasta Uttanasana. Bring the hands back to the heart. Stay here for a moment, take pause. Inhale, from the heart up to the space between the eyebrows. Exhale back down to the heart. Always reestablishing the connection with the divine that's within, seeing the spiritual heart. Again, inhale up to the space between the eyebrows. Exhale back down to the heart. Remain established in divine love towards all. And release. So let's do some balanced postures now. Standing on the left foot. Take hold of the right heel from the inside. Ballet pose. So it might look more like a T with your toes about the height of the shoulders. Try to keep your legs straight. If you're more flexible, try to bring your leg up higher, close to the shoulder. Lean a little bit to the left so that your fingers and toes are still in the same line, same height. Look like the letter Y. Good, now release a foot without dropping heavily, not too fast, so the leg comes down with control. And from here into eagle. So bring your body down, your belly comes towards your thigh, but then pick your head up a little bit or forward. And arch the back, bring the right toes up a little bit higher if you can, point the toes. Look like an eagle soaring through the air, swooping down from a great height, at great speed. Exercise your visualization skills to improve your imagination. So you can come right back up, press into your left foot, take hold of the foot again, right into ballet pose. Whatever happens, just be unconcerned. Just do your best. It's the effort that's most important. Every pose an offering. And release. Try it on the other side now. Right foot plants down. Take hold of the left foot. Come up into your ballet pose. You can look up. Be magnificent. Like a dancer who assumes many different roles. We do the same thing through the asana. We try to cultivate respect and love for all forms by imitating them. And seeing how God manifests, divinity manifests in each form. So now release, come down into your eagle. So if you had trouble coming down without losing your balance, just bring your fingertips to the ground first, your index fingers. Raise the leg up, bring your chest forward, and then you can fly your arms out. Just be one with the form. Try to imagine yourself in their body. Press into your right foot, come back up. Take hold of the heel. Let's try not to move your gaze too much. Allow your eyes to fly around. This produces distractions, so maybe jar you. Lift up. Good. And then release. Bring the foot back down. So let's continue with some poses, standing poses. Standing in, actually let's move back to the back end of the mat. Left leg forward. Slide your foot forward, increase your stance. Try to get your seat really low. Bring the arms up, over the head. Virabhadrasana 1. So if it's too much, if you can't get your hips square, you can lift your back heel if you like. But try not to sag to the back knee. Keep the back leg strong. Look up. So, again, offering yourself up for service. Now from here, bring your hands behind the back. Press into the front foot and press front leg straight, back foot flat. Inhale, lift up to the chest. Exhale, if you feel comfortable, allow your head to go back a little bit. Your chest comes up. Press your hands against the inner right thigh. Inhale, press into your feet. Keep your back leg strong, come back upright. Bend your knee again, sink down low. Your knee might come over your toes. Go to the right a little bit. Humble warrior, forehead towards the ground, hands over the head. If you need to, you can bring your back knee onto the ground. So see if you can get your head on the ground. Or you can just take right hand to the floor if you need to, beside your head. Express humility, surrender again. And release the hands, bring the hands down. Move the left foot out a little bit more, lower the back knee, flatten out the toes. fall to the right. So the front to the right hip, and then form anchor down perhaps. Move back to your, roll back to your left, see if your left form comes down. Now telescope the chest forward. Imagine you're anchored down through the hips, but your body can still stretch forward. The more it stretches forward, perhaps the chest approaches the ground. Of course, if you can get on the ground flat with your chest, then go ahead, right into it. Make sure your knee doesn't fall away from the shoulder. Keep it pressing in towards the shoulder. It should be over the foot. Move your foot out if you need to a little bit more. Towards the edge of the mat. Good, now from here, coming back up. Keep your seat low. Kapiyasana. Bring your arms up over the head. You can start with this one if you like. Just hold your opposite elbows. Allow your head to rest in your arms and lean back. So you're falling back. Keep your seat forward, curl the tail under. Then if you feel you can, stretch your arms. Keep your elbows close to the head so your arms don't bend. Think of the shape of a crescent moon. If you look back behind, index finger should be following the same line as your arms. Expression of abject surrender, opening yourself up to divine grace. Now come back up, lift through the chest. Bring your hands onto your front knee. Push yourself upright. Move your left foot in a little bit more so the legs form a box. Bend the toes under the back foot. Right arm up. See if you can go to the outside of the leg. So your armpit seam gets the outside of the knee. Left hand onto the right. Push the left hand into the right and see if your belly can go up higher than the thigh. And keep on pushing the center chest towards your thumbs as you rotate around to your left. Your left shoulder goes all the way back. It should look like you're lying on your back, almost. And you can also lift the knee up off the ground if you can. If you know how to take the bind, go ahead. It might be easier to keep your knee down first. The elbows in the space below the knee, and then just use your left hand to guide the hand underneath your leg. Left arm goes over the back, hold it with your right hand. Make sure you're not sagging down to the back knee. Stay strong through the back leg. If your knee is lifted, extend from the heel all the way to the crown. Stay there, keep twisting. Those who are finding this a little bit too much, stay upright, hand to the knee, outside the knee, right hand and left hand to the seat. And just look over your left shoulder. Keep your body upright. And then coming back, from here, plant your hands, come into plank position. On your left hand, move it towards the right, spin towards the right for Vasisthasana. Keep your hips up. Try not to sag again. This will make it harder to sustain. If you need to, however, bring your left shin down and keep your right arm up and your hips lifted. And then come back to plank. Come on to the other hand now. Right hand moves more in front of the nose. You can cross your ankles. It's sometimes easier to keep your the legs, ankles crossed. One foot in front of the other. And lift up again. Imagine you're being blown from behind like a kite by the wind. Press your chest and your hips forward. Now back into plank position. From here, right foot forward, back foot flat, Virabhadrasana 1. Raise the arms up high. Try to get lower if you can. Again, lift your heel if you need to spin on the ball foot. So express devotion of the utmost extent again. Be strong, come to consciousness of the warrior, powerful, brave, determined. Now from here, press into the front foot. See if you can push the front leg straight. Inhale, lift through the chest. Push the hands against the back, the inside of the back leg. If you feel comfortable, you can lift your chest, bring your head back. Always according to your condition. Just work, concentrate on lifting your chest. And then press into your leg again, back leg staying strong, come back upright. Bend deeply again into the front leg, come back into the lunge. You have to go to your left a little bit so you can slide down more easily into humble warrior. Your shoulder slides to the inside of the leg. Your forehead comes to the ground perhaps. Lower your seat. Lower the left knee if you need to as well. Try again to tap into the consciousness of the pose. Express humility. And then release the hands. Bring them down onto the ground. Look forward. Walk the right foot out a little bit more to the edge of the mat. And fall to your left. Anchor down to the left side of the hip, the left forearm. And then roll back to the right. See if your right forearm can come down. If it's too much, you stay on your hands. But keep pulling your body forward. And then once you find the pose where you're able to stay steady, imagine you're the lizard sunning yourself on a warm earth. Fix the gaze, just like a lizard that doesn't blink. Telescope your chest forward again, lengthen, flatten out if you can, as much as you can. And now press into the front, into the hands, come upright. Keep your seat nice and low towards the front heel. Arms up. You can again take all the opposite elbows and allow the head to fall back in the arms, allow the body to fall back away from the leg in front. Curl the tail under so you're not compressing your lower back. Stretch the body by the hips. Use your arms to continue to stretch the body. Imagine that there's a line all the way. It starts from the knees all the way to the fingertips or the base. So just keep on lengthening. Back upright, lift through the chest, bring your hands to the front knee, and slide your right foot in, bend the toes under the back foot, left arm up. You can again stay here if this is where you're more, this is more where you feel this is your level and you're steady and comfortable here, stay here. Otherwise, go into Parivrita Palshokonasana. Elbow to the outside of the thigh. Notice how the back of the arm is pressing against the outside the knee. Again, right hand pushes down to left. Press right hand into left so the belly comes up high, the center of the chest comes towards your thumbs. Roll the right shoulder back again. If you want to take a bind, bring your seat back. Make sure the elbows below the knee. And just use your right hand to guide the hand underneath your leg. Right arm goes over the back. Hold the wrist. Pull the right shoulder back again. Right hip back, head forward. And if you can, back knee up off the ground. Keep twisting until the body looks like it's lying on its back right beside your right leg. Now release. Bring your hands back down on either side of the foot, step back into plank. Vasisthasana again. I like to move my hips back a little bit to keep your hips high and in the right position to stay stable. Left hand in front of the nose. Come into Vasisthasana again. If you know other variations, go ahead and slide your right toes back alongside the left knee. Open up in Wild Thing. So you might be able to spin on your hand and make your way right into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Lift through the chest. Push the chest forward. And then coming back into side plank, into plank. And then right hand comes towards the middle of the mat, more towards the left hand. Pull the seat back. Again, Vasisthasana. Go to the left. And if you want to go further, slide your left toes back into Wild Thing. Spin on your right hand. And lift your head and chest. And then if you can, slide your right foot beside your left. And your left hand beside the right hand, left hand beside the right. Urdhva Dhanurasana. Stretch the body. And then return, spin on your right hand again. Keep your hips high, keep your arm extended. And then back into downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Now come forward into plank, lower the knees down. Either sit on the heels or between the heels, just to soften the knees a little bit. So walk back. So depending on your flex on your knees, you might be staying more like this or sitting on your heels. Just try to lift your seats a little bit. Bring your head back. If you can, however, you come down lower onto your elbows. And some of you might be able to come right on your back. If you're on your back, you can hold your elbows over your head. Try to press your thighs against one another, your inner thighs. This helps to soften the knees, but of course, do this according to condition. Don't force your knees to the point where you feel pain. This is not what you want to transmit, nor anxiety or distress. So know what your limitations are. Now, come back up. If you can, bring your hands to your toes, lift your upper back up from that, chest on your chin on your chest, and then press your weight back up to seated. Okay, so from here, you can do headstand. If you know how to do headstand, go ahead right into it. If you want to stay lower to the ground, but still get the benefits of an inversion, you can either stay in hare pose with your forehead in front of your knees, lift up your seat as much as you can so you can bring your seat over your knees. If you feel too much pressure on the back of the neck, you can just move your head forward so you're more on top of the head as opposed to the back of the head. Imagine trying to push the belly button through the lower back. If you want, you can also try teddy bear. Bring your hands down, heels, your palms in line with your knees. Lift up your seat. Walk your feet forward until your seat is really high over your shoulders, and then it makes it easier to bring it to come into the pose. So you press underneath the knees just against the elbows, flick your toes up, away from the ground. Then you can bring your feet up towards your seat, move your knees in a little bit higher, closer to the shoulders. Okay. Sometimes it helps to keep your feet flexed, however, to keep your muscles engaged, to stay in the pose more easily. Eventually you might be able to bring one leg back behind, and then you can just flex up and down up off the front foot, roll the heel up and down, and then maybe lift your toes up. So for this one, bring your hands a little bit further away from you, and come onto your fingertips. It's a little bit easier. You have more control than pressing through the fingertips. Again, move slowly, don't jump hard. You might end up on your back. Keep your legs very close to your body and keep your feet actively flexed. Pull your toes away from the ground. Eventually you get the sense of it. You push more through the back foot and your feet can eventually hover at the same height as the hips roughly. Keep your base wide. They should not be beside your head, so not like this. Okay, and your palms are facing towards you, so your fingers are facing away. Start to make your way down. Those in headstand, make your way down with control. Lower down onto your knees, child's pose. Rest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Soften again. Remove all fatigue. And roll your way up. Find your way onto your back. So move to the front of the mat to give yourself some room. The easiest way to enter is to start from seated. Tuck your chin in, roll back, press into your arms, and send your feet over your head. And then try to scoot your arms in a little bit so you can take hold of your hands behind your back. Try to get your wrists together. Just to get your arms further back behind your body. And then if you bring your hands to your back, you can find a straighter line, hips over your shoulders. You can stay here if this is where you're most comfortable, where you can find steadiness with your knees close to your forehead, or eventually try to extend your legs all the way up and come up one or both legs at a time.
Imagine trying to press your toes right into the ceiling, just as right against your chin. Those of you have a lotus, go ahead. Bring your feet a little bit further forward over your head. And then see if you can use your hands as well to get your feet into lotus. Now, eventually, if you find that nice straight line, you can also take your hands to your thighs, whether your legs are in lotus or not. If you're in lotus, try to get your knees higher than your hips. Remain still. Bring all your attention to the space between your eyebrows, merge with the form. Watch the body's in stillness, staying there all by itself. Perceive everything through the eyes of God. You're merging with God, the divine witness, the ever-loving, unconditionally loving witness. Getting ready to come into Pindasana. If you have a lotus, you bring your thighs against your body. Those of you who know how to take the body, go ahead. You wrap your arms around your overturned legs and you join your hands underneath the seat. If you don't have a lotus, Plow Pose. You bring your feet behind your head, walk them as far back as possible behind your head. Use your hands again to encourage your seat to come, your hips come over your shoulders. So you bring your feet closer, maybe on the ground. Okay, keep your hands on the back, your feet don't come all the way down. Alternatively, you can also bring your thighs against your body, your knees beside your ears. And withdraw from the distractions coming from the ears and the eyes. Close off those gates, those sensory gates. Keep your attention fixed on the infinite. Keep thinking of God, that divine common thread that ties us all together. Getting ready to come out of the pose. Let's bring your hands behind your back. Again, flat on the ground, index fingers and the thumb tips touching. And bring your legs down slowly, not big, heavy, fast landing. Once your seat on the wrists, keep bringing your legs down. If your feet haven't come down all the way, stay up. Bring them about halfway down. Adjust your feet so you're about halfway down, and then lift your chest up. So your body looks like a V shape, more or less. And then from here, if you feel comfortable, bring your elbows close a little bit. Bring your chest up and the top head to the ground. Stay there. If it's too much, bring your legs all the way to the ground. Keep your chest where it is, high as possible, your top of the head on the ground. Breathe very fast and nose like a sniffing dog. Now bring your feet down to the ground, or if they're on the ground, bring them in close to the seat. So your heels, your edge of the feet are in line with your hips roughly, your heels are close to the seat. Take your hands out from underneath and place them beside your head, palms facing towards you. Come onto your fingertips. Now lift your seat up off the ground, slide your head back a little bit further towards your feet, and then turn your hands around. Setting up for Uttanasana. Fingers slightly pointing towards the outside, but still towards your toes. You can stay on the top of your head if this is where you find your maximum, or lift your head up. Take a half breath in and lift up. Maybe lift your heels as well and stretch again. You can bring your hands a little bit closer, rock back and forth. Look like an arch in a building. Arches are very strong, structurally strong. Try to find straight legs and arms and a really high arch by pushing your chest, your abdomen up. Lower the heels, come down slowly, mindfully. Head to the ground, come back down onto your back. Rest on your back for a moment. Breathe in, breathe out.
over the head, reach up, come to seated position. Good, now from here, bring your heels in close to your seat. If you can, press your fingers beside your seat and then start to lean forward so your belly comes to your thighs and press up to standing. Coming into Uttanasana first. Otherwise, if you didn't find that easy, just come up any which way you can. Then bend your knees, bring your belly to your thighs, bring your feet together, and just press your hands against the ankles. And then see if you can straighten your legs by pushing your body back into your legs. See if you can wiggle your chest further down. Knees, armpits beside, a little bit below your knees. Your face to the shins if your legs are straight. And then step on your fingers, your palms with your heels. Or your palms are more against the backs of the heels. But step on your fingers. Now lift the head, walk your feet a little bit further out, bend your knees, bring your arms around the outside and thread them through the center. And then tuck your chin in, bring your hands, if you can, cup around the ears. You have to have your arms a little bit lower down on your legs, closer to the ankles, so you can straighten your legs. And some of you might be able to interlace your fingers behind your head, press your hands into the head like they're a helmet. Too much, you just take hold of your opposite wrists and just stay with your belly to your thighs and just work. Try to get your seat up a little bit so you feel stretching until you feel stretch in the backs of the legs. Good. And from here, coming back down into a squat. So options here. Bring your hands down, come into Kakasana. So you press your knees on the outside of the arms, knees close to shoulders, lift your head high, squeeze, keep squeezing your shoulders against the arms and vice versa. Lean forward, press into your hand, try to keep your arms straight, your head higher than your seat. Flex your toes. Those who want to try Tittipasana can do that as well. If you're more open in the shoulders, you can bring your hands, your shoulders in behind your knees, lower your seat, walk forward and keep your body low, level with the ground. Your toes then come up. So you walk your toes forward and then see if you can lift your toes up. Okay, Tittipasana, different options. Good, now depending where you are, you might be able to jump right back into Chaturanga or just make your way onto your belly. Okay, so bring your hands on your head, forehead on your hands again. Take your hands behind the back, Shalabhasana. Squeeze the heels, your palms together. Lift your chest, lift the thighs. Engage the buttocks. Really squeeze your shoulder blades once again, one against the other. Just keep the legs straight if you can. From here, bend your knees. See if you tickle your ankles and lift up. The toes into one another, or one foot into the other, lift up. If it's too much, you can keep your feet apart. If you can't hold your ankles easily, just do skydiving pose. Bring your arms up, keep your thighs up off the ground if you can. Open up, hold it a little bit longer. If you're in bow, see if you pull your legs up higher until you can see the toes over your head. One day perhaps, or maybe now. Pull heels in towards the seat and come down. Breathe in, breathe out. Now just turn onto your back. So once you're on your back, your feet are close to your seat again. Walk the feet out to the edges of the mat. And then drop both knees down to the right. If you want, you can slide your right foot over top of your outside of the left knee and use a foot to try to bring your left knee down and then try to bring the right knee down as well. Reach out through the arms so the shoulders, backs of the shoulders stay anchored down.
You don't want to have the fronts of the shoulders jutting up. Just try to feel lengthening from the left shoulder all the way down to the left knee, and from the right shoulder down to the right knee. Push your knees towards the front end of the mat, the far end of the mat. And then slide the right foot up off your left if it was there. Bring your knees back up. Adjust your feet, bring again, your heels in line with your hips towards the other edges of the mat, and drop your knees over to the left. You can use your left foot this time to just press down the outside of the right knee to get it down, and then try to bring your left knee back down. Now stretch through the arms. Feel nice lengthening through the lower back as well as the twist. Turning right hip comes up. Try to twist a little bit more. Slowly release. Bring your knees back up and then slide your feet out. Bring your hands about halfway, midway to the body, and just rest with your palms facing up. And just rest here for a few minutes. Shavasana. Just here, you're just trying to let go of all tension, of all effort. Just make yourself ready to receive all the benefits of the practice. Imagine them coming in like waves on a beach, flooding the body. The best of the best, everything that you need to feel fulfilled, content, complete. Security, love, wisdom, all these things, all these qualities. Imagine you're absorbing them all through the skin. They come in, all these benefits come in. Direct them all right to the spiritual heart located in the center of the chest, and the right side, the physical heart, the residing place of God. And doing so as God is equally present in all forms and all beings. All those benefits go out to all beings. So ask God to distribute it all as an offering, as your gift. Try to stay in this mindset of being the servant towards all beings. Let go of all the expectations, all the attachments to the results. In order to eventually reach self-realization, you have to renounce all the fruits. Because all attachments are an impediment to that process. For when we identify too much with the body and the mind and the material objects or anything, the physical world, that is not our true nature. Our true nature is beyond that, beyond form, beyond time, not affected by time. Keep your mind set on the infinite.
sign of self-realization is when we see sameness in everything. When we see all forms, just different, beautiful manifestations, reflections of God. So just try to keep that in mind in all your interactions with all beings. They all serve to help you in some way, even if they challenge you, even if they seem like they're hurting you or challenging you. They're done for a specific, they're there for a specific purpose to help us to grow our compassion. So now let's keep that in our minds and hearts and bring that into our daily lives. So prepare to come back to seated position. Sit tall and supreme, and remain tall and supreme in all circumstances. Everything is rolling out perfectly in a way that helps us to gain spiritual correction. To come to our true nature, which is divine love, unconditional love and compassion and wisdom. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the divine grace within. Be receptive to the grace of God. Thank you so much for coming. Namaste.